Hey, sunglass man. Alarmingly, man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're Don, the local mob? The mob boss in my room personally? No, I'm not the Don. That is nearly my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation of Donald. Okay, well that's confusing. It has been matters and confiscation. Yes, I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donnie the Saurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that I call you that because you have, like, long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, this assertion comes as of no surprise to me. My associators would tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigeration manufactorium. Do you actually own a Thesaurus? I'm here to propound you're considering a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisatory. What's the offer? From time to time, my colleagues and I have certain requirements but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make lucratival arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus subscribed. So you want me to contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Sure, maybe that's what I am. A mobster. An excellent decision, if I may articulate such. That's what happens now. Just sit tight, as they say. We will call upon you. Telephonically. Gives you a curt nod and leaves the room through the window. Takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the hatch. Okay, I guess I'm a mobster now. Hey Slime, how'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled in my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, next antique I need you to find is a compass. Directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectatron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? Nope, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars? A bus pass. The stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. Swell, thanks. Unlimited bus pass, good for the entire year. Truly a ticket to a world of moderate convenience and comfort. You got an item, Crystal Dream Lake postcard. Location unlocked, Crystal Dream Lake Lighthouse. This is a postcard. It has a map with a lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is, a picture of the place. Can't argue with that. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with the phone number. You dial the number. Salutations. Whom is telephoning, might I inquire? Hey Don, it's me, Slime. Ah, you recipiented my missive. Commendable. Yeah. What's up? There's an assignment of which I require your performation. Assignment? Or the comedic sort, I might refer to it as an undertaking. Ha ha. I'm glad you entered the comedic sort. There is an antiquated distillery near Crystal Dream Lake. Grandpa Joe's distillery, to be precautious. It was abandoned when prohibitioning began, albeit with its liquor manufacturing equipment intact. A group contraposited to our own has claimed it as their territory, and we wish these bloodsuckers to be evicticated with extreme prejudice. So want me to give the bombs rush to a bunch of rival mob goons? There is no underground criminal organization that rival our own in this vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intention that you will observe in that phraseology that high degree of literalness. The group of which I reference are Nosferatu. What? Nosferatu, Langswears, Strigoi, Draculas, vampires. Okay, got it. You're telling me there are actual vampires in this part of the world? Affirmative. They have been in pain in our necks for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to inadvertently voice another witticism. I didn't notice. Alright, I'll take care of your vampires. Guess that isn't much weirder than the fishman. Where's the distillery? Don Toblerone gives you directions to the place, eventually. Additional to that, you will be requisitioning the combinations for the lock. Let me guess, is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Certainly not. Kindly allow us a credit for the modicum of operational securitizing. We selected the most unassailable combination possible. 9999. Alright, bye. That was weird. Bond Flapper cracks your chewing gum and then gives you a sharky grin and a little wave. Hey there, Sugar. You're green slime, right? That's me. Pleased to meet ya. Molly. Molly Buttons, they call me. Charmed. How do you know my name? The boss sent me to lend you a hand, and to keep an eye on you, savvy? What? Hey now, I put in my 2 weeks notice before I left Pal Keepsake, fair and square. No, not that boss, you oil can. The boss. The boss? You know? She glances over both shoulders and hisses at you. The mob boss! Oh, that the boss. Sheesh, can't tell if you got a screw loose or if you're just funning with me. I like to keep people guessing. So what, you're supposed to partner up with me? That's the deal, McNeil. And do what? What's the 20-something girl like you doing working for the mob anyway? Hey now, I ain't just a pretty face. She pulls a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives it a flip in the air and catches it with mad glitter in her eyes. Holy jeez, put that away before someone sees it! Cripes, you have to whisper, the boss, but you're fine with waving a machine gun around in public? So teaming up or what? I always got room for a gun-toting cutie pie. Ah, you're flirting with me? That's real sweet, but I got a sweetheart already. And no offense, she's cuter than you. Shucks, well welcome to the party anyway. Molly joins you as a companion. Peachy! You want I should come with you right now, or cool my heels with drunken slime for a while? Come with me now. Yeah! It's the unsinkable Molly Buttons. She shoots you a wink. Make small talk. How do you like Ocean City? Oh, baby, it's the berries for sure. That's good, right? What else can you farm and kill by drilling rats all day and go hooping with your choice of juice joints at night? That's good, right? Hey, you know if there's a good heater joint around here? I gotta stock up on pills. You make pills for heating things? Sure, you know, hot lead for ventilating things. But ventilating things usually makes it colder. Yeah, I'm gonna put them on ice, alright. What are we talking about? You know, I had a few run-ins with a couple different street gangs in town, but I haven't seen much actual mob activity apart from that warehouse. Well, sure, we know better than to drop hope or mud where we eat. Gotta keep our hands clean, you know? Definitely wash your hands before eating, yes. The gang pays us a squeeze for letting them work their rackets on our ranch, and sometimes they come in handy if we need a few extra yeggs for heavy. I see. It's been a year since I was in Ocean City, but I don't remember it being this rundown. Yeah, she's been in a tailspin for a while, and I ain't sure why. I think the mob's back to hold sure. I've been raking in the spondaclicks ever since the fuzz was given their walking tickets, but I don't throw this shindig. What? It's like everyone's pretty down to luck around here. Yep, everyone's out of rhino, even with the flim flammers and fake glue artists and how to split down with a new butter and egg friend. Of course. Ooh, laboratory bench. Help yourself, just be careful not to blow anything up. Ooh, I can make potions. Ooh. Hey, I'm Slime. Is this your shop? Why, yes, certainly it is. Name's Janice. Janice Chemiker. Why don't you just move in? What's it all blown up in here? Well, I always say it isn't a real chemistry if you don't blow everything up and catch your hair on fire a couple times, so I like it getting out of the way early. What have you got for sale? Alright then. How's the new store? It's okay so far. In an ideal world, I'd have some crayons or colored pencils for you to play with. Huh? Not a child. Adults like to draw too. Some of my favorite artists are adults. Could your customers use these? Oh, definitely. You shouldn't be buying anything here if you can't stop a bleed. Oh, but you mean to draw pictures with? No, I don't think those work for that. Alright, what do we got? Oh yeah, we have to go to Gideon's. Ooh, grits. Yeah, we've got to take on these goblins. Oh, glocklins, I guess. As soon as they notice you, these glocklin guards start playing a menacing tune of their glockenspiels. Well, as menacing a tune as it is possible to play on a glockenspiel anyway, which is honestly not particularly menacing, but their intent is clear. I want to go in the building behind you. The old glockenspiel shop? That is our hideout! You are in there, not allowed! It is only for gang members. That is the whole point of a hideout. I want to talk to your boss. Have you an appointment? No. Can I make one? No. Can I buy a glockenspiel? You have good taste in musical instruments, but our glockenspiels are not for sale. Oh, come on, everything has a price. Price of glockenspiel is no meat. 9 meat? I'll pay it 9 meat for one. Okay, I'll fight. No, what does Molly have? Cat knee and Tommy spray. She either shoots someone or breaks their legs. Wonderful. Hard times for the non-glockenspiel businesses. The owner of this place had a huge wasp's nest and said keep out sign wasn't sufficient. The Glockens have really bled this store dry. This goblin is pounding out music that sounds like a quaint mountain village being completely wiped out by an avalanche of tiny sparkling jewels. This goblin is pounding furiously on their glockenspiel. It sounds like the background music they used in the war documentary, if the documentary was about dogfighting race made by an air force entirely consisting of butterflies. This goblin is pounding that glockenspiel like their life depends on it, filling the room with what exciting boss fight music would sound like in the magical starlight fairyland. This goblin is hammering out music that sounds like tiny crystalline snowflakes combining together into a blizzard that destroys the entire Midwest. Okay, that actually sounds cool. This goblin looks a bit tougher than the others. Also, they're at the back of a room, so they're probably the boss. They look both delighted and outraged to see you, since that's a tricky combination of emotions to imagine, so let's just go with excited. As you step up closer to speak to the goblin, you notice that they appear to be wearing authentic German lederhosen, rather than the makeshift shortened suspenders getup that the other Glocklins are wearing. Not that you're an expert in traditional European fashions or anything, though. So, you break my house in and you beat my gods together? Think you can Gunther, the boss of the Glocklins, defeat? You pause for a second to parse this. Actually, I just want to talk. Ha! You think goblins are pretty stupid, I bet, but you have one other thing coming. If I don't feel like having conversation about goblin intelligence. Can I just say yes and then we fight? Sure! No, I know goblins aren't as dumb as they seem. Oh, yes. What do you know about it, huh? Well, I read a magazine article about it once. A lot of it went over my head, but basically, since goblins are fungal creatures instead of mammals, their brains work pretty differently, and I find it really hard to extrapolate from familiar experiences to unfamiliar ones. So when they're dealing with novel situations, they tend to make wild guesses about how they're supposed to behave. Oh, I am actually surprised! Furthermore, because the way they pass knowledge to their children, goblins are really excited about having lots of novel experiences, so they're constantly putting themselves in situations where they have no idea what to do deliberately. Okay, in fact you know much about it. I am a little impressed. Why do you know so much about these things? I was stuck in a dentist's waiting room for a while and didn't have anything to read. So now what? Okay, well, you have proven that your goblins are not dumb, not our dumb think. But that was really just a rhetorical question. Yeah, I guess I was showing off a little. So, we have now a fight, yes? All the Glockens near are playing exciting glockenspiel fight music that got Gunther really riled up. It might be a really tough fight. Is there a peaceful solution for this? A peaceful solution for you, my home invading? I suppose you want that I just let you leave yet? It doesn't seem unrealistic. Yes? Okay, bye. What, really? No. Why, really? We're going to town on that thing. On the contrary, I am playing it right here. You reach around behind the goblin and tap him on the opposite shoulder. When he turned to look, you definitely snagged him out of there. Huh? Hey! Where's my wallet went there? It was wild. You were playing so fast you accidentally threw it out the window. Don't worry, I'll save your place while you go look for it. Oh, thank you. The goblin scampers out the door. Jeez, could you maybe... You're really sweating up a storm. I am so tired, but I must on play. Her hands and the rest of them look really sweaty. You probably yanked the little mallet out of their grasp, but that would require getting in sweat spray range. Ugh. How much stench armor do I have? 0. Wonderful. Aha! That's 2 stench armor. Ah, here it is. Car freshener. Now you can grab the nasty mallet. You hold your breath and grab for the mallet, wincing as you get spattered with hot goblin sweat. The goblin collapses to the ground with a look of combined defeat and relief, and crawls away to find somewhere to pass out. You toss the gross mallet away and resolve to find a shower as soon as possible. A less disgusting shower. Ugh. Hey, could you do me a favor and stop playing that glockenspiel file? No, never! Please? This music is my life. I will never to stop. Alright, we're gonna need a muscle. Here it is. Amethyst choker. Remove the goblin. You pick up the goblin bodily, open the door, and chuck them outside. The goblin is too focused on his music to resist, or even really object. Hey, could you stop playing for a bit? Haha! No! You waggle your fingers mystically at the goblin. You want to stop playing and leave the room. That is not the case. Why did your eyes go all swirly go? Huh, does this hypnosis not work on goblins? I guess it does not. Well, you should leave because the acoustics are bad in here and your music will sound much better outside. Oh, okay. Goblin scampers out the door. Phew. Ha! Right, I guess we fight. Ooh, Don T sent you to help. Ow. You won! Gunter has spilled his last Glock in this place. He slings out to find some other venue to terrorize with his plinking. His remaining Glockens look at each other and scurry out. This Glockenspieler's rusty old cash register. Loot it! Thanks, Gideon, whoever and wherever you are. Must be full of Glockenspiel wrenches? Just regular tools, it turns out. You got foot gloves. Maybe they're hand shoes. Wow, an upright Glockenspiel. This would look good in your room. Drag it there. Can we go back to the chop shop? Molly notices a tin can scattered in an alley and stops to stack them into a pyramid. Let's do some bean shooter practice. Every little bit helps, and anyway, my finger's getting itchy. It seems like maybe we shouldn't be shooting guns in the middle of the city. Ah, baloney, it's copacetic. The fuzz here ain't worth a plucked nickel, and who else is gonna raise a beat when we're clearly healed? I'll take your word for it as soon as I figure out what it was. I want to join your gang. Sorry, kiddo. This ain't a gang, it's a business. I can tell just by looking at you don't know a crankcase from a manifold. The crankcase is the one with the cranks in it? Pick something else. I want to sit in your swell chair. Nope. Ah, come on, just for a second. Only the boss of Tinley's can sit on the Crescent Throne. Sorry, kid. Come on, let me sit in your chair. You waggle your fingers at her and do that trick where your pupils grow all swirly. It's perfectly safe and couldn't possibly result in any problems, I promise. Well, alright, fine, just for a second. Wicked. Big Liz stands up and you take your seat on the Crescent Throne. It's cold and not very comfortable, but it does make you feel pretty powerful. Wow, this is great. Glad you like it, now get up. Nah, seeing as I'm the boss of the gang now, I think I'll enjoy it a little longer. What did she just say? I said, I'm the boss of the Tin Lizzies now, and I said it while sitting on the Crescent Throne. Twice. Nice try, dipstick, but the throne doesn't apply unless you already are the boss. I was the boss as soon as I sat down. You said, while sitting here. Not only the boss of the Tin Lazies can sit on the Crescent Throne, and here I am sitting on it, ipso facto, I'm the boss. Why, you little! And the first change I'm making is that from now on, changes in the gang leadership can only occur via written agreement from the current boss, which is me. You promised you wouldn't cause any problems. I don't see any problems where I'm sitting. Grrr. Take it easy, Big Liz, I'm just messing with you. Eh? I don't have time to run a gang. I'm busy, but I'm busy with something kind of weird, and I think I might need your resources. So you can run the gang the same as always. All I need is for you gals to help me out if I need backup. I swear on the Crescent Throne that as soon as I'm done with this whole crazy mess I've fallen into, I'll make you full official boss of the Tin Lissies again. Alright, I guess I deserve it for falling for that trick. You win, boss. Great. Here, you can sit back down if you want. This thing is uncomfortable. I'll stand, thanks. What do you need from me? Well, I could use some supplies. Supply shed's over there. Here's a key. You got an item. Chop Shop Shed key. It's a key to Big Liz's shed at the Chop Shop. Hopefully it's easier to use it is than it is to say. If you get any trouble in town, just give a whistle and one of the girls will come to help you out. You got Tin Whistle. By commanding underlings with the boot sounds made by this whistle, you'll be a real tin boot dictator. Summons a Tin Lazy to help you out in combat. Only works in Ocean City. What do you need, boss? Sorry I tricked you out of the gang. It's a dirty trick, but it was by the book. Should have been more careful, that's all. Well, the Crescent Throne is yours now. You could drag it back to your own if you wanted to. Maybe later. Click. Shelf cover with various greasy metal objects. Ooh, anarchist hardware. Banner toolbox? Crowbar. Don't I already have one? Another crowbar. You never know when you might need to pry open two things at once. There's a car door leaning against the wall. Grab it. Huh, it's been converted into a shield. You got an item. Chopped off car door. The poster says, antifreeze is delicious, but it's poison. The workbench. Every day on this calendar just says crimes. Bunch of repair manuals for cars you've never heard of, except one of these books is about weapons instead of cars. You got an item. Welding and wielding. Teaches advanced weapon repair techniques. Welding and wielding, advanced weapon repair do-it-yourself defense by TIG Flux Core. You read the book. Huh, turns out you're supposed to repair weapons after using it for a while. Who knew? You know enough about weapon repair to tell when it's needed, but not quite enough to do anything about it. Weapon durability system unlocked. You go put the book away, but realize with your newfound knowledge that its spine is broken and beyond repair, so you throw it away. Huh. I guess his greasy spatula is almost worn down. This car has not been noticeably chopped yet. Look inside. The doors are locked, dang it. Jimmy the lock. You unlock the car, ruining both the lock and the hanger in the process. The glove compartment is full of meat. An old school blacksmith's anvil. This must have been where they work on the really vintage cars. We have 68 XP. I don't think we can really get anything else. Unless we want to go for the stat boosting ones. Alright. Crescent Throne, your birthright. You sit for a moment and reflect on both your power and your responsibilities. You gain effect. Heavy is the hand. You have surveyed your kingdom and decided which parts of it need to be hit really hard with a throne wrench. What's on my to-do list? We need cigarettes and vampires. You can also get some extra meat by taking a picture. Ooh, eerie music house, we're gonna go for that. Welding mask. Can this work for a second welding mask? Nope. Sure, let's head to that eerie house. With the sinister those three of those horrible fishmen come at you out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere. Two of you come at you out of an alley, and the third one cross out of a nearby manhole. Fish hole? Shove past them. I ain't got time for this malarkey. Get out of the way, chum. You shove past the fishermen, whose slimy hands can't find perches to grab you and stride away. They glare angrily at you, but they're either too startled to make any further issue of it, or they're trying to basically keep a low profile. Either way, you can't make it out there unscathed, except for the fish slime. It seems like a pretty normal house in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from inside, like a pained, inhuman moan, constantly rising in pitch. Maybe that's it, yeah. You knock, but you hear no response, so you nose your way inside. That eerie sound is even louder in here, seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. Bunch of books about music theory. Even the most basic one will be totally beyond you. It's a day stand. A dusty, disused chess set. Tea time was a long time ago. There's nothing left here but stains. This cabinet is full of backup plates. Plate rack is a statement piece, and the statement is, I have too many plates. A shelf full of trophies from music competitions. There's a cabinet full of sheet music. Examine one of the pieces. You pull out a sheet, but it's all in German. Und du kannst kein Deutsch sprechen. I think that's and you can't speak German. Call it a hunch. Climb it. Oh. It's just a man. Tired-looking man is playing a cello here. Who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music, and I have an intrusive nature. Name's Slime Green. Well, I'm Ernst Stimmer. Forgive me for not stopping, but it is vital I continue playing. What are you doing? There is a darkness beneath my house. Could you check the fuse box? No, it's probably that then. Listen to me. I had a dream. A premonition of a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house, and the neighborhood, and then the world! Wow, that's quite a dream. It was not just a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement, and there is indeed a rift. As now it is still small. I must keep playing this cello to prevent it from growing any larger. How's playing the cello help? The bass vibration reverberates downward and is focused by the circle of furniture downstairs. This resonance inhibits the rift. Huh, I don't really get it, okay? Are you a physicist or something? No, I'm only a cellist. I cannot explain it. I knew how this would work. Huh, okay. I'm sure there's a rational explanation. Probably just a trick of light, plus your anxiety over the nightmare. Well... Plus, I'm pretty sure your living room furniture can't create reality-strengthening sonic resonance waves. You're probably right. Just an old man jumping at shadows, I suppose. Happens to the best of us. Don't worry, everything's fine. Hey, Ernst. Hello. Uh-oh. Maybe convincing Zimmer to stop playing his cello wasn't such a good idea after all. Whoops! I have bad news. What? What do you mean? Remember how I said everything was fine? I do remember that, yes. Are you telling me that you were incorrect? Let's just say your house is incredibly haunted now. Ugh, I should not have trusted you. We are both fools. Did the rift open? I'll go check. Every one of these moldering books is titled Blood. The day stand has become a nightstand. It would appear that two ghosts are playing a very spirited, haha, game of chess. This chair is frighteningly non-right side up. This chair seems to be having a hard time remaining stationary. A viscous black sludge bubbles in the teapot. Fish! This isn't tea. You love some bubbling black sludge, apparently. Foul goo from a haunted teapot. Increase your mysticality by 1 and your maximum AP by 1. Ooh, that's a good potion effect. Oh. Yikes. His table has slipped the surly bonds of the floor. At least the place had the courtesy to disappear entirely instead of leaving a pile of shards lying around. This chair is barely there. Moths have eaten all the contents in most of the container. This chair is whispering. Listen to it. Sit in me. No. Please, slime. Sit in me. Sit no. Sit in me. No. You pull out a sheet. It's a piece entitled All Arbate and No Spiel Makes Ernst a Dull Boy. Aw, maybe I should have sat in the chair. Oh geez, that sure was a dark rift in space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Well, nuts. Box is a moldy sheet music. Ooh. Geez, all these songs must really stink. You got an item, Fustulent Grulch. Everything on this shelf is either evaporated or expired. A big hole well in here. I checked the basement, and there's definitely a big swirling rift of darkness down there, yep. Oh no! What are we going to do? I'll think of something. Time to jump into the rift without a second thought. Really? Yes! You find yourself in an infinite black void. Or, well, it looks like an infinite black void, but you have an uneasy feeling your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process what this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. You don't want to go too far from the rift. It would be a real bummer to get stuck here for all eternity. This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of some kind of writhing black ooze and or smoke and or plain raw darkness. It has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in his chest, about where the sternum would be. And as you draw near, you can feel it radiating invisible waves of energy, kind of like heat coming off a radiator, except all is the opposite of that, and also not all related to that. Look, incomprehensible force that's tricky to describe, okay? This creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing, or praying, or maybe just absent-mindedly flailing. It seems all oblivious to your presence, although that it will probably change if you pretty quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like, say, if you try to pry the glowing crystal out of his chest. The creature looks like it could rip you in half without even really trying, and without even really noticing. You approach a shambling shadow beast, which is continuing to shamble. The crystal in its chest sparkles importantly at you. The creature looks like it could rip you in half. Oh, the muscle requirement went down as soon as I dampened that. This creature looks extremely weak, almost docile. Pry the crystal. You make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls, and its long, spindly arms flail ineffectively as you, barely cognizant of your actions, plunge your hands into a murky flesh, fingers questing through lukewarm tar until they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage, creaking, cracking, snapping like dry branches. You grab your prize and tear it free of the muck. The creature evaporates in a sigh of smoke. The crystal is both warm and cold in your hand, has a slight buzzing vibration to it. Take it with you? Yes, something tells you this crystal is very important, as well as being really shiny and pretty. It occurs to you that taking the weird crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours now, and you prefer to keep it. Well, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Really? Hey Ernst, check out this neat crystal I found. What? That's... What is that? Where did you get it? Hey, it was inside the rift. It makes me uncomfortable to look at. Can I have it? No, it's mine. You found it inside my house! It was in another dimension! Another dimension inside my house! Maybe I should go back into the rift and smash it. Smash the crystal. You pull a hammer out of your inventory, or if you don't actually hammer, whatever object would be the most hammer adjacent, and get the crystal a solid thwack. Makes a sound like a baby being torn in half and bursts into glittering shards that shoots off into the darkness. Immediately you feel, well, I was going to say a massive earthquake, but since you aren't standing on any ground, you wouldn't feel that. It's more of an everything quake. You should probably get out of here. Uh-oh. You dive back into the rift just before it collapses, vanishes, heals. Thankfully, you find yourself back in Ernst Zimmer's basement and not some kind of horrible between dimensions purgatory. You are on a stairs to tell Ernst the good news. Hey Ernst, I fixed it! I closed the rift! You did? That's wonderful! I owe you my life, and probably also my house's life. Here, take this cello. I have no further need of it, and to be quite frank with you, the thought of playing it ever again only pains me. Zimmer cello. Well, technically it's Green's cello now. You have no idea how to play cello, but you do know how to swing a great big club. Thanks. Oh, hey. House is not haunted anymore. That was a weird circumstance.